yeah, but to get them in and out,
Well, and
that's
that's,
my
I mean,
biggest concern.
yeah, cause
Oh,
the bus won't
absolutely.
fit in the bus is not gonna fit in
Well, you know,
the
Jeff,
salad.
this is a good problem to have. You know, as I see it, and if it takes a few hours.
Yeah, but I'm just,
Every 2 weeks to make sure that.
Right.
Then, so be it, but I'm sure the sheriff and his staff will do their best, in light of our earlier budget discussion, to make sure that we're also being cognizant of that, but we can never risk inmate or personnel safety. So we're gonna learn. I think we're gonna learn something here the next couple of months, and but the good news is,
they're hopefully on the way.
and I'm driving the bus. I'll go up and drive the bus if I have to. All right, Sheriff,
Chase
thank you.
vehicle,
Any other board members need to ask our sheriff anything? George, as chair of the Law Enforcement Committee, looked like you had a productive meeting last night. The minutes were very good. Anything you want to report on your end?
I think the sheriff pretty much covered it, everything that we talked about last night. I mean, he asked a lot of questions and he was able to answer them all, and you know, it's gonna be a little bit of trial and error, maybe
Sure.
the first couple times until we get turned over, but I think after his guys understand how that works and how everything's gonna go, I think it'll run smooth each time, so I don't see
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a big problem.
I can just see where it's gonna get complicated is when 40 are coming in and 40 are going right back out.
Yeah,
That's
that could
gonna
be a
be
little-
that's gonna be a little
Yeah.
tight, dicey, or it could
Yeah.
be.
Same bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But we talked about that with them too, so.
Yeah. You'll be fine.
Plus, you know, Larry, as we saw tonight, they have this little thing about that big.
I peed my pants.
I had to change in my truck. We were gonna try it on my son to see if it's really as effective as they said, and my son said, no way. That's a pretty crackly thing, isn't it? You know, so, all right, thank you, Sheriff. Under the next thing, I'm gonna share with you an opinion, and it's my opinion, and it may or may not be shared by other county board members. This is my opinion. I feel very strongly that we know that we have a lot of issues before us, a lot of financial issues. And in order to get to a balanced budget, there is going to be pain. And one of the things I've learned in my 30 years of business is that leadership needs to share in pain in order for everyone to understand the consequences that we have if we don't act. And there is going to be great attention brought to the budget process this year. And I'm not going to get into 5 or 6 things that I believe we need to do, because that will be discussed in subsequent meetings. But trust me when I say there's going to have to be some changes in how we conduct business. If not, in time we go out of business as a county, and we don't want that to happen. So, in saying that, I believe that until we balance a budget, that county board members' per diems for meetings should be suspended. I feel that mileage should be paid because that is a true cost. I come from Sherrard, and I know Larry does, and some of you come from other distant places. If you got expense to come to the meeting, I think you should be paid that. But as far as a per diem, again, this is my opinion. This is not political. There's no game here. But I think that we need to get very serious about what's before us. And I think this will send a very strong message to the voters in Mercer County. I think it'll send a very strong message to our fine and capable staff that we're the ones willing to take it first. It's open now for comment.
I'm not sure, Mr. Chairman, we want to do that to the chairman of our board. puts in a lot of time. I mean, he puts in
I'll
time
share
that,
it.
he puts in a lot of time. I don't know if that's what you wanna do, but he puts in, I mean, he's up there at the courthouse almost every day.
He's
He
our
puts
county
in-
administrator.
He's the administrator right now. He puts in an awful lot of time. I mean, I'm not sure that's fair to him.
Can you suspend it though? Can.
Speaking with Phyllis, she felt that as the board, we can
I think it's a great idea.
suspend it.
Jeff, you don't get a per diem anyway, do you?
No.
You get- Right.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
we're
set
we're
amount.
not suspending the stipend.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the per diem. When we come to these meetings here, we get paid a per diem. And I think that, until we, get our house in order, we should be the first and say to our constituencies that elected us, and the staff that's counting on us, and the voters that, or the citizens that depend on our services, that, we're gonna lead. We're gonna lead in this.
We're not asking you to do something that we won't do also.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
a
that's
good-
true. I agree.
I thought that was achieved pretty much by the per diem cut from last year, I believe it was. wasn't
Well, it was, we got it reduced from 58 to 38.
To 38.
I think it's really more of a statement
Yeah, I agree.
than it is. I mean, I don't know everyone's condition here, but I think that we could live without that per diem and say a real strong statement to everyone that, we're with them.
Do we make a motion for this then to have?
I think it would be in order because it would be great to see solidarity, to bring it to the board.
Oh, you could do it for a year, you know, do it for this year and see,
Well, I would make it until we
or
balance, until we balance the books.
Yep.
Mike, how much, let's just use last year, what would the savings on the per diem, do you have an idea?
Yeah, I got it right here in front of me in the budget. Estimated disbursements for last fiscal year were just under 33,000.
33.
And the appropriations for the budget year we're in now are at $23,056.
Is that counting the chair?
No, that's
chair-
just the
that's
per
just
diems.
the per
That's
diems,
just
not
per
the
diem.
chairperson,
That's
okay?
it.
Does that count mileage too?
His salary comes
No.
out of that.
Oh, it
also.
does.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and mileage. comes out.
Mileage and everything comes out of that.
But the total is 40,000, isn't it, when you add up all the, I thought it was more than 23. When I look here at, where was that report that goes to you? So, under county board budget for the year is 40, about,
Mileage doesn't come out of that.
about
It's a
41,000.
separate line item for mileage.
Okay, so it's about 41,000.
That's the total per
What does that
diems.
figure out percentage over the total budget, just for giggles,
That's a fair question.
you know?
About 2%.
I think it's a great statement, especially, you know.
It's just a
Yeah,
message that you wanna send,
yeah.
I think.
And that's what it is a statement.